All right, we are going live. I'm going to be running the hold on. Let me post this to the page. All right, I think we're live. We should be at least. Let me make sure. Yep, we're good. We're good. Sorry for looking straight up. All right, guys. So we are in the official open late model race, which is at New Smyrna this week. We got some good competition in here. I have not run the open yet this week, but on the setup that's free on LoneStarESpeedShop.com is with qualifying tape. I'm second fastest, only behind Caden Lapsevich. So that free setup that's on the website, have at it. Finish off the weekend with it. That 18881 was just with qualifying tape. No other changes. I take that back. I think on the let me see. I think on the weight, the ballast forward, I set it to 48 instead of 52. I think is what it is. On the saved version of the setup. So I've run about 30 laps on this, and it seems to be holding pretty well. We'll see. I'm not going to be pushing too hard today. Oh, Coy Hasselo, just got in there and ran at 18.82. He's really fast, though. I believe both those guys are Division 1 guys. But they're not much faster than me. So Coy is a Division 2. Thought he was a Division 1. But I know Caden is. No, I think Tom Pinkowski is too. He's Division 2. So 18.88 is the free setup. Have at it. Enjoy it. And so we're just waiting for the actual race session to start. Looks like Caden Lapsevich has dropped out, so that leaves Coy if he races. Might end up in his split. I don't know what it's looking like right now. And if I am in that split, that's fine. Like I said, I'm not going to be pushing too hard. I will say one thing about the setup is if you don't hit the line just right, and it won't be as fast, and it'll push. You got to hit the marks in the line just right. And I mean that's with any setup, but it will if you start to break loose and you try to correct, it will whip you into the wall if you're not careful. So here we go. Official open. Where the hell are we? New Smyrna. And that free setup at LoneStarESpeedShop.com, the free setup I have on there is the setup I'm running. It was third fastest in qualifying. The only two who were faster was Caden Lapsevich and Coy Hasselo. And they're both really good. So we shall see. Let me make sure my setup is where it was. The only change I made to that setup was I moved the ballast to 48 inches to loosen up the back a little bit. So let's see. I got Caden Lapsevich, Shannon Wilder. He used to be in a league with me. Coy Hasselo. So it looks like we're in top split. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I'm not pushing too hard. I'm happy with a top 5, to be honest with you. So I am not going to run the pre-race practice. If you are new to iRacing, if you crash in the pre-race practice, it does count against your safety rating. And I would rather not affect my safety rating right now, because I had some pretty bad weeks late last season and the first week of this season, and affected my safety rating quite a bit. So I'm just going to hang out and wait to qualify and hope that I could qualify up around the top 4. I'm sure I can. Right now, I can't run an 18.7. That's crazy fast. But as you saw in the beginning of the video, I ran an 18.8 in the open practice before the actual race started. So I should be able to get outside pole. We'll see. Judging by the times that everybody else is running, I should be able to. If I don't screw up. But it wouldn't surprise me if I do. But, I mean, worst comes to worst. I'm at least in the top 4, even if I screw up. So, all right, we're getting ready to go. Watching, thank you for tuning in, whoever it is. Feel free to subscribe. Make sure you go to LoneStarESpeedShop.com and you could grab up this setup I'm using for free. And in the open practice, it was third fastest, barely. Was beat by a very narrow margin. So here we go. Oh, shoot, I forgot to put qualifying tape on. Well, that's a shame. Oh, well. Should still be able to at least get in the top 5. I hit that wrong. That's what I get for forgetting the qualifying tape. I'm still in top 3 right now. But I can definitely do a lot better with qualifying tape. Yep. I'm an idiot. But it happens. Whatever. I don't care. So. All right, now we wait it out. We got 3 minutes till the official race starts, unless everybody qualifies, and that's pretty rare to see. So Coy and Caden have not, and Tom have not qualified yet. Coy and Caden were the only 2 faster than me in the open practice, obviously with qualifying tape. So if they run laps, it might bump me down to like 5th or 6th, maybe 7th max. But I'm guessing that they are probably going to wait it out and run from the back. I don't know. We'll see. Some of the real high rating guys will wait till the last second to qualify just to show everybody up. I think it's like a ego thing. Tom just qualified, bumped me down to 5th. So I may end up starting 7th. Yep, Caden just qualified. So Coy, if he qualifies, I'm going to be down in 7th because I know Coy's going to be faster than me. So starting mid-pack. It is what it is. Don't make that mistake. Make sure you check your qualifying tape. In my case, I did not have it on. Otherwise, I would probably be sitting up there around second or third right now. Because I ran the same speed that Shannon did in practice, 18.881, which is fast. But 18.7, that's quick. And I guess Coy might be waiting until the last minute here. We got 1 minute 12 seconds, and Coy just qualified 18.844. Bumps me down to 7th. Whatever. That's what I get for forgetting my qualifying tape. It's all right though. So let me double check. Qualifying tape is off. Everything looks good. And we're just waiting to start the race. Be happy with the top 5 tonight. The top split. All right. Don't know if anybody's watching. If you're watching, I appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, share it, do whatever you want to do. We are running in VR. So for those of you who are interested in possibly running VR but worried maybe you don't have a GPU or whatnot that's good enough for it, I'm going to say that is incorrect. I am running a GTX 1060 with a Rift S, and it's running fine. As you can see, 79-80 frames per second. It's throttled at that, so it doesn't exceed that. Otherwise, it probably would. The only thing I have the sky turned to low, and I believe the crowd turned off. Everything else is set to high. Works fine. I'm running an i7, the 9700 processor, I believe, with 32 gigs of RAM. So processor, RAM, good. The GPU I'm running, old school, but still runs fine. Still recommend it. All right, here we go. We got one more lap till we go green, top split, late model. I'm starting in 7th because my dumb self forgot to put my qualifying tape on. Otherwise, I'd probably be in the top 5. But crap happens. So we got Caden Lapsevich is in this, Coy Hasselo, Tom Pankowski, Shannon Wilder, all fast guys. If I'm correct, Caden Lapsevich races ARCA or something in real life. It's either ARCA or trucks or something. I don't remember. I'm in a league with Lapsevich's brother. And we got caught in a crash. Well, that sucks. And I got some damage. I'm going to go back out on the track. I think I'm good. I think my damage is minimal. Well, that ruined today's race. Looked like Tom Pinkowski lost it in front of everybody. And I do have some damage. I can feel it. So I'm going to stay high for him. See, that's my luck. I always seem to be find the guys who crash, or they find me. And it sucks. That's why I lost so much safety rating recently. But whatever. So it's a shame. We could have done a lot better, but got caught in that crash that happened in front of us. Almost missed it. I got damage to the car, so I'm slow as can be. Trying to let him get ahead of me, but he's slow. Need to get ahead of this guy before he wrecks me out. Trying to let 7th place get ahead of me since they're battling and I'm not. Good around me, Peter. I got caught in that wreck on lap 1. Michael, same to you. Next turn, I'll go high. I'm just turning the laps at this point. All right. Well, it's a shame you guys tuned in for a race that I got trashed in lap 1. That seems to be the common theme in iRacing a lot. I did not expect it in top split, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, it happened right in front of me, and I could not avoid it. So, Cade and Coy are all coming up behind me in 4 seconds. So I'm going to have to give them space here in a little bit. Oh, this damage sucks. I have to take the turns so much slower. Caden's still 3.5 seconds back. All right, so since we're just turning laps, might as well talk. I don't have any competition to do here, so if you're looking for custom stock wraps for your short track car, make sure to go to LoneStarESpeedShop.com. Stop running those ugly ass iRacing stock paints for dirt cheap. You can run a custom paint. And if you have Trading Paints Pro, you can request a custom number attached to it. And every week when I run an open series, whatever setup I am running, I will give for free. Don't judge by this particular performance because we got trashed if you're just tuning in. Lap 1 going into turn 4, guy 2 cars ahead of us lost it, and we got caught up in the mess. So nothing we could do about that. I probably should have stayed out on the track, but I ended up going down through the pits because I was going to get a quick repair, but decided to just suck it up and stay out on the track. So here we are in 10th place because I went down the pits and my car is damaged. So we just got passed by Caden Lapsevich and Coy Hasselo. Both are usually pretty high iRating guys. Usually up, if I'm correct, they're always in the top 10 in iRacing standings for late model overall. I'm currently sitting at 23rd, I believe. Doesn't look like it by this race, but in division, I'm sitting at 2nd, and then overall, I think I'm sitting at 23rd. It's either 23rd or 28th. But this particular race did not go how it was supposed to, because I think I could have passed some guys and probably got a top 5 had we not got caught in that crash at the beginning. So I think Nathan here you just keep doing what you're doing, Nathan. I don't have any reason to pass. I got caught up in that crash that happened ahead of me. All right, so Shannon is catching up here soon, so I will give him the bottom line here momentarily once he gets close enough. So I really had no choice but to pass Nathan because he's kind of going a lot slower than me coming out of turn 4 there. So this setup seems to be doing all right for the long haul here. We're 32 laps into this race, and it still feels fine. It's not really pushing. You know, not any more than you'd expect out of a short track race, 2/3 of the way through. Third place is a second out. I'm still able to keep it down on the line, which is good. So as you guys can see, I only run the actual real mirrors. I don't run the simulated mirror up on the top. One, it's a waste of graphics, but also I try to keep it as real as possible. And those digital mirrors up top are not in the car, and therefore I don't need it. So Shannon and I used to run in a league together. He used to be mostly a super late model guy. I'm kind of surprised to see him in a late model. So Tom Pinkowski, who was the cause of the wreck that caught me at the very beginning, is actually catching up to me. And that'll be a shame if I lose my 10th position to the guy that put us there in the first place. But I really can't push the car any harder. It's got damage on the right side. So hopefully we can hold him off for another 10 laps. I'm not going to give it to him, that's for sure. Oh, man, this sucks, getting 10th place. But it is what it is. I just didn't expect it in the top split. Every top split I get in usually is really clean up front. We're just battling hard. All right, so we got 10 laps to go, which is actually, I think, 9, because I think I'm a lap down. Maybe even 2 laps down at this point. I don't know. I don't know if they passed me when I was in the pits. And Tom is still 4.8 seconds out. He's not really gaining enough to really catch me, I don't think. So overall, bad race, but setup's good. Just got screwed up because of a wreck. Happened ahead of us. I don't know if you guys, if anybody's watching, are the same as me, but gosh, I swear I'm like a magnet for the people who crash. For some reason, they either crash right in front of me or they crash into me. It's very rare I am the cause of a crash. One thing you'll notice in the top split races as well is you have a lot less chit chat going on. But I will say the high IR guys do like to bitch like little prima donnas all the time. So I think it's 2 to go right now. All right, white flag. All right, 10th place. It's a shame. Probably gonna lose IR over it, but I did stay out. Hopefully, I don't lose any SR over it. So let me show you what happened that caused me to end up in 10th. It's all the way at lap 1. Come on. All right, so we get started. Starting mid-pack, the green and black car ahead of me, if you watch, ends up losing it. Going into turn 3, and I ended up getting caught into it because he was spun out right in front of me. So that is what caused me to get 10th place, unfortunately. And I kind of was stuck having to go down pit road and decided not to fix my car. So until next time, y'all.